Okay, Jeremy here, Jeeps Unlimited, 303-666-9020, partsbreakers.com. I'm a little disappointed. It's 22 degrees, been washing these all day long, and got through with one and just about to flip it over to show you the underside, and one of my buddies kept calling and calling and calling. I kept hitting ignore, but finally I accidentally hit the answer button and it chopped the video off, so I gotta do it again. Is what it is. Rust-free frame subs. We scoped all these. Bluetooth scope, super cool. We run them through them just to double check. This thing is beautiful though, and as you can see, it is as it is. Only cleaned it up with a hot seat. No paint. This is all factory paint from original. We put a jig on them just to measure them to make sure. I can't tell you how many times somebody's told me it is a straight frame, and when they're, we look for them everywhere, and we look for Jeeps everywhere, and even when we pull them apart ourselves, we still put them on that, still measure them in, and a little bit here and there, quarter inch. Okay, I understand what people, but when you get somebody saying it's straight, and they're showing you pictures of it, and it looks straight and everything, and then it's off by 2 inches. that's a significant amount. That's not going to be a correction in a adjustable control arm like so many people out there I read on forums say. That's a big, that's a frame shop or your own, possible port power, whatever you're using to straighten them, but it requires straightening. So I just want to be clear that these are nice, clean, rust-free, straight frames pulled from non-wrecked Wranglers. We buy them off the road. We spend a lot more on them to get them that way, and you'll be happy when you go to bolt it on and not having to fight some mount because it's the twisted somewhere that you couldn't see and yada yada yada. So check out our YouTube video. We've been selling Jeep frames and tubs for 18 plus years now, and really take a lot of pride into it. I possibly could be the one delivering it to you, to your door. We do freight them as well. They do cost a little bit to do that. So if there's an opportunity for me to deliver it, I will. There's a flat rate fee involved with that. It's a little bit less than freight normally runs anyway, so take advantage of them when you see us coming up on those trips. So there's not much to talk about. Obviously, this frame is beautiful. I just like to show you so you're standing here in person. Areas that like to rust out on these, if you're looking at a Jeep, is specifically the TJs. They love to rust here on the inside and on the outside. Top of the gas tank skid, obviously you can't see that if it's in a Jeep. You can't even see the bottom because the gas tank covers it. But this is an area that likes to rust out on them. You get a little bit of rust on the sides, specifically where the belly mount goes up. It's one thing to have oxidized metal, browning of the metal just because it's bare. Completely different if you're dealing with broken bolts or whatnot. So I just washed it, so you can see that it's kind of drying as I'm doing this. It's 22 degrees here. Nice, ripe, warm day in Colorado. Not my favorite day to wash frames and tubs, but it's January, so it's going to be like that until spring. And yeah, so I'll put it up on the side. If you have any questions, comments, if you have any questions about buying a Wrangler, I've been doing this for a really long time. I have what I call a whole bunch of useless knowledge. So it's very useful for the guys looking for it, but I sometimes think about all the stuff I know about these things and think about all the stuff I don't know about the rest of the world and think, wow. So, I did not wash this side yet, and just because it's so cold, I was going to try to wait, but this is, so what I'll do here, since I didn't clean it so well on the bottom, and I never do this, I never, like, this kind of half-assed in my opinion, but I just want to show you that this is all just mud, okay? There's nice paint, it's nice and smooth, there's no rust there. These buckets, this is another area, if you're looking at frames out there, this is nice and smooth, there's no rust here. These love to rust out, they trap moisture on the top of them. Okay, this is the area that likes to rust. And I don't know if we can see it, maybe this is a better angle. See, that's nice and clean in there. Like I said, I scoped it all. Nice smooth paint on the inside, just like the outside. Belly pan bolts, nothing broken there. Both sides, that looks beautiful. Front, these areas like to rust too. These are beautiful. Just a little bit of dirt packed up in there, but that'll come out. And then other areas like these guys where your body mount bushings go up to your torque boxes on your tub. Nice and perpendicular circle, not wallowed out at all. So I'm not gonna be able to hold this, it's gonna fall over. So anyway, that should do it. You know what? Shoot, I am gonna have to get this thing washed because I do photos at the bottom. All right, check out the photos. There'll be photos of this thing, fresh photos of this thing washed on the bottom. Apologize, I shouldn't have done it this way, but getting cut off in that other video kind of threw me. So I appreciate your time. Questions, comments, concerns, 303-666-9020. Thank you very much.